Guys, y'all's questions look something like this right here. So this is your very first question. On mine, I'm going to be following along on my iPad just because I can write and do more things over here. All right. Is anyone having trouble getting in? Because, guys, I do need you to record your answers.
I gotta get in.
Edgeporia. Unit 2 review. That quiz will...
Y'all like protect?
Alrighty, guys. Hey, so some of these questions I will do with y'all. A couple of these other questions I will ask you to do on your own. So I'll give you some time to do it on your own. For this very first one, I will actually do it with us. So here it is asking us to find the domain and range of this function. Well, guys, in order for us to find the domain and range, if we're given a function, easiest way I like to think about it is to create a table. So if you have a blank sheet of paper, go ahead and write number 1. So write number 1 on your blank sheet of paper for me. And we need to create a table. Our table is going to consist of our x values and our y values. We are looking, so our x values, question to the class. Domain. Does domain mean x or y? X. So guys, domain is x. Which means our range must be y. Alright, now what we need to do is we need to pull up our table of this. So guys, if you can, go to your calculator for me and go to a brand new graph. First person I see, Lascelli, I see you here. I'm going to make you my presenter now. Alright, perfect. So guys, if you notice here, Lascelli already graphed this here. She pulled up our table. Over here on the left side are all of our x values. Lascelli, go ahead and make the blue go over one for me. There we go. So guys, here are all our x values. Go up for me, hon. Go up. And so she's going up and up and up. Keep going. Guys, notice it keeps going. It goes off to, guess what? Infinity. It goes off to negative infinity. Let's let it go ahead and go the other direction for me. And we're going. And guys, as we start going down, notice my x values are getting bigger and bigger. And it's going off to positive infinity. So let's make a note of that on our table. So on our table, we are going from negative infinity to positive infinity. Now look at all my y values. What are all my y values? Let's go to the right one for me. Guys, what is the only number that's showing up in my y column? Negative 24. So we can say my y values here are negative 24. Now, let's take a look at our answer choices. Guys, we said domain were going to be my x values. My domain in this case is negative infinity to positive infinity. Which answer choice tells me that? All real numbers, absolutely. Guys, all real numbers is negative infinity to positive infinity. Let's take a look at our range. Our range is one number and one number to remember, and that's negative 24, yeah. And so guys, go ahead and mark that on Eduphoria for me. Alrighty, next one. Number two. This table represents some points on the graph of a linear function. Which function is going to represent f? Guys, for number 2, on your scratch paper, go ahead and make a little note for me. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to graph our answers. We need to graph our answers. Now, why do you think I would need to graph my answers? Any ideas? Yeah, right? Not sure. What are we given here? A table. Well, if I graph these answers, what do you think I can do with the tables? See if they match. Guys, we're going to see if the tables match. I like it. I like it. Let's see if our tables match. Ella, can you do me a favor? Can you graph answer choice A? Callan, can you graph answer choice B? Kaylee, can you do C? And Tori, can you do D? So guys, I'll let you graph those answer choices there. I'm going to pull up Ella's real fast. There she is. Alright guys, so check it out. Ella is graphing answer choice A for us. 20 parentheses, x minus 5, hit enter. Absolutely. Now, let's see if our tables match. So my table, the values I'm looking at are 1 and 22. So, whoa. 1 and 22 and 4 and negative 176. This is 1 and negative 80. It's not looking good. Not looking good. So answer choice A is not it. Answer choice A is not it. Callan, here we are. Ooh, hang on. So guys, let's take a look at Callan's. Callan, he graphed answer choice B. Okay, 1 and 22. Notice those two match. Okay. 4 and negative 176. It looks pretty good. Go up for me, Callan. Let's take a look at negative 2. Here's negative 2. Whoa, too far. Here's negative 2 and 220. Guys, it looks like answer choice B does match. If we wanted to, we could absolutely go ahead and check on the other ones. Here's Tori's. Looking at Tori's, that's 1 and negative 51, so that does not match. And finally, let's take a look at Kaylee's. There's Kaylee's. Let's see if this one matches. And that is 1 and negative 84. So it doesn't match. So guys, the only one that does match in this case is B. All right, I like it. All right, let's take a look. Number three. Guys, number 3, you should be able to do this one on your own. So I'm going to give you guys about 2 minutes. I want you to try to do this one on your own. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to take attendance. Alrighty, guys. Hey, about one more minute. Right there, man. Alrighty, go ahead and check with the neighbor. See what they got. Check with the neighbor. See what they got. All right. Cabrina, what'd you get? A and C. Let's take a look. So guys, we are looking for 2 functions. Which means I need to make sure my x's don't repeat. So let's make a reminder to ourselves what a function is. So for number 3 on your blank sheet, let's go ahead and make this note. Functions don't have repeating x's. Functions pass what I call my vertical line test. So functions don't have repeating x's. So functions do not have repeating x's, and functions also pass my vertical line test. Guys, taking a look at this first one here, notice we have -2 and -2. I think that is repeating x's. Those x's do repeat. Therefore, B is not an option. If I continue down here, notice I have another pair of 2's. These pair of 2's are repeating, so therefore It is not an option. My vertical line test, if I make a vertical line on this graph right here, here's my vertical line. Guys, it only passes through once. Here's my other vertical line, it only passes through once. So C is a pretty good candidate here. Down here for answer choice E, if I make a vertical line test, notice what happens right here is, guys, they are starting to touch and touch. It's like that one couple in the hallway you see touching all over each other. It's like, it's kind of gross. Like, you know the couple I'm talking about. It's like, they're failing. No, I'm good. So guys, if answer choice E is touching way too much for my liking, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that there. Our last one here. Guys, this one here, y equals negative 5.2x. If we were to actually graph this, it would pass our vertical line test. Therefore, A and C are correct. So number 3, A and C. All right, number four. Guys, you all should be able to do this one again on your own. Give you guys another 30 seconds. This one should be pretty simple. So try this one again on your own, 30 seconds. If you need to zoom in, guys, you can zoom in. We're having a great debate over here. Remember what you're looking at is your axis. No! You gotta earn it. You gotta earn your candy around here. Alrighty, class, on the count of 3, I want you to tell me what the answer is. 1, 2, 3. C. Hey, good job. So guys, check it out. Again, we are looking for x's that do not repeat, so that's 49. Those repeat. 8, those repeat. And 81 repeats again. So the only answer that's left is C. Very good. Number 5, try this one on your own. We'll make some notes here. Guys, we'll give you all, I'll do a minute this time. Got a minute going on my board once I get it to work. Woo. There you go. Guys, try this one on your own. All it is, I just change the sign stuff. Yeah.
This is what I was showing you.
Is that something? Alrighty. I'm going to have you help me out with this one. Alright guys, hey, so number 5 on your blank sheet. Let's go ahead and write this. If we are talking about x's, the two directions that we are looking at is we are looking at it to go left or right. Layla, I'll ask you the same question. If x is less than 5, is it going to the left or is it going to the right? It's going to the left, Alright, now, taking a look at our y values. Our y values are going either down or up. That is a weird W. Don't judge me. Down or up. It's triple U, actually. Guys, here we have y is greater than 2. If y is greater than 2, is it going down or up? Up. Which means, looking at my answer choices, which one is going left and up? Take a look. C is the only one going to the left and going up.
I don't know.
So guys, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind for me. Make sure you go ahead and mark that answer. C for number 5. Let's keep going. Mr. Espinosa, hey, that's me. Worked out at a gym continuously for 45 minutes. Yeah, right. The graph shows the remaining percentage of the workout is a linear function of x, where x is the time in minutes. We're looking at the domain, and we're looking at the range for this. Guys, domain, does that mean x or y?
Domain? X.
X, absolutely. So domain, it's asking what are my x values here? We're looking at my x values. So let's take a look. Here's my workout. I'm working out all my x values. Where did my workout start? Where's my starting value here? 0. Yeah, I started out at 0 minutes. How long did my workout take me? 45 minutes. Well, notice where is this thing stopping at? 45. So I go from 0 to 45. Take a look at your answer choices. Which one is 0 to 45? Go ahead and select that one for me. Now let's take a look at my range. My range, I'm talking about my y values. I'm taking a look at my y values. Guys, again, my y values is bottom to top. Is bottom to top. So let's see. How low does my graph go? 0, good. And how high does it go? 200. So, taking a look at my range, which one is 0 to 100? Which one is 0 to 100? As you guys figure those two out on your own. Check with a neighbor if you're not sure. Check with a neighbor if you're not sure. Check with your neighbor. Double check, make sure you got the correct answer. Alright, let's go to the next one. The conversion of, did I spell conversion right? I'm not sure. The conversion of feet to meters can be found using an equation and is graphed on my grid below. Which equation best represents the situation? So guys, here we go. So for number 7, so on your scratch piece of paper, go ahead and write number 7 right here for me. Guys, I need to get y equals mx plus b. That's the equation I'm going for. Raise your hand if you know the answer. What does M stand for? MJ. Slow. Absolutely. Good job. Yeah. All right. This one, it's kind of like a two-parter. For a Jolly Rancher, what is my B value?
The y.
What is it?
Wait.
Dan, what were you going to say?
The y.
What is the value? All right, check it out, y'all. My B value, okay, hang on. So we said M is slope, and my B value here is my Y intercept. Intercept, I think I finally spelled it right. My B value is my y-intercept. My y-intercept is where this thing crosses my y-axis. Here's my graph. Oops. Here's my graph. Here's my y-axis. X marks the spot, and it's right there at 5. So in this case, guys, my y-intercept is 5. Now, to find my slope, it is my rise over my run. If I'm talking about rise over run, I need to see how high am I going and how far to the right I'm going. Remember, I need to get out of my chair before I run out of my classroom. Okay, here's the question. How high am I traveling? Yeah.
Oh, no, 5.
5. You guys notice I'm going up 5. If you're not sure, take a look at my y values. Notice they're counting by 5s. I just go from 10 to 15, which means I'm going 5. So I'm going 5 up in this case. And then how much to the right am I going? Well, in this case, going over, good, I heard it, 2. So my slope is 5 over 2. So I have my slope, I have my y-intercept, I'm ready to solve this problem. So it's y equals 5 over 2. X goes with it, and my y-intercept is 5. I see you, Greg. It is C. It is C. Very good, very good. All right, next one. The total cost in dollars to buy uniforms for the players on the volleyball team can be found using this function, where U is the number of uniforms bought. If there are at least 6 players, but no more than 10 players on the volleyball team, what is the domain of the function for this situation? Alrighty, here we go. So guys, taking a look here, it is asking us to find the domain. So on your blank sheet, go ahead and write domain for me. Go ahead and write domain. So for number 8, we're looking at our domain. Now domain means x, but I have a problem here. I don't have an x in my equation. I don't have an x. I have u. But what does u represent? U does represent x. In my problem, in my story, what does u represent? It represents my number of uniforms. Absolutely. So in this case, u represents number of uniforms. So it represents number of uniforms. Now, guys, take a look. How many uniforms do I need? How many uniforms do I need? I have at least 6, but no more than 10. So guys, check it out. I need at least 6 uniforms and no more than 10 uniforms. Now, why is it not 8? Well, yeah, this says between 6 and 10 uniforms. That's what it says. So this says between 6 and 10 uniforms. This says I need 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 uniforms. What's the difference between those two? Here's my question to y'all. This one says I can only have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whole numbers, numbers I can count on. This one here, it says between 6 and 10, which means I can have 6.5, I can have 7.2, I can have 8.3. Guys, every single one of these numbers fits between there. Why is it that I cannot have 6.5 uniforms? You cannot have half a uniform. You can't have a quarter of a uniform. You can't have a third of a uniform. So in this case, guys, I only need 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 uniforms. You go ahead and put B/C. That's an abbreviation for because there are no fractions, or you can say decimals. So if my domain represents the number of uniforms, I need whole numbers. And the reason for it is there are no fractions or decimals, so it needs to be C. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Number 9. The graph of the linear function g is shown on the grid. Guys, y'all did a lot of delta math. This is a question almost pretty much straight from it. And you guys about, I don't know, another minute or so. Go ahead, work on this one again. All right, guys. Go ahead, try this one on your own for me. Try this one on your own for me. I'll be right there to check you out. What? A straw. I'll show you now. Guys, think about what we're talking here. Guys, domain means X. Domain means X. It's a straw stopper. Had a pause for the straw. Yeah, never again. Alright, let's take a look, guys. Let's take a look. First things first, I'm talking domain. Domain means X. Which directions am I traveling in if I'm talking about X? Left and right or up and down? Left and right, absolutely. So left to right. Okay, let's take a look at my graph. How far left is this thing going? -3. How far right is this thing going? 6. So I'm looking for answers with 3, -3, and 6. Which answer choices can I get rid of immediately? C and D, guys, notice C and D don't even have the correct starting and ending values. Okay? Now, here's my next problem. A and B are very similar, but there is a difference. Guys, remember, if it is less than or equal to, it is a closed circle. If it's just less than, it is a open circle. So check it out over here, guys. I have an open circle, which means I need just a open sign. I have a closed circle, so it needs to be a closed sign. So which one has a open and then closed sign? B. B. That one is kind of a tricky one. Family still looking good? COA, you're hanging on. Alright guys, number 10. Guys, for this one here, I only want to focus, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's not C and D, just because I don't want to waste too much time. Now, guys, do me a favor and go ahead and write these two problems down on your paper. Write those two answers. Write these two answers down on your paper. And I need to show you, or I want to show you, what you need to do tomorrow when you come across this problem. So I'll give you guys a second to finish writing all that down. No, we do not. So this is kind of like for your own mental, you gotta remember what I'm doing. I know, and it hurts me so much when y'all fail. But you're not gonna fail, right? Absolutely. Alrighty, check it out, guys. What I need to do is, if I'm given these answers, and I'm given a graph. In one of our previous examples, I'm going to zoom back here real fast. In one of my previous answers, I was given all these answers and a table. Well, what I ended up doing is I graphed all of my answers and I see if the tables match. What do you guys think I need to do for this problem here? See if my graph matches. Absolutely. So guys, in order for me to graph these, there's a problem. What I end up needing to do is I need to actually get this number 6, this 6 over here, to the other side. I need to get y all by itself. Well, it's being plus 6 right now. How do I undo that plus 6? Minus 6 or negative 6. Yeah, so I need to subtract 6 on both sides. Guys, go ahead and write that down on your scratch paper for me. That we need to subtract 6. This 6 now goes away. And I'm left with y equals -2 parentheses x minus 1 minus 6. And guys, guess what? This I can graph. Over here, I need to get rid of that positive 4. How do I get rid of positive 4? Subtract 4. That gets rid of it over there. And now this, y equals -5 x plus 2 minus 4. I can graph. Guys, do me a favor. Pick one or the other. Go ahead and graph those. So graph both of those. Or graph one of the other. So again, go to a brand new graph. What's up, Jay? Oh, yeah. Jay, do you mind if I use your calculator for this? Alrighty, guys. Hey, I do want to show you all Jade's calculator real fast. Jade, which answer choice did you graph? Answer choice B. Let's take a look. Oh, hang on. Let me grab mine, move it over. So, guys, notice. Do these two graphs match? Do these two graphs match? It looks like they do. It looks like they do. So guys, if you want to, graph answer choice B so that way you can see kind of what you're looking for tomorrow on the actual test. Alrighty. So guys, for this one, it is B. It is B. We found it to be B.
I didn't disagree.
Number 11, guys, do this one on your own. Do this one on your own. We're looking for two graphs that do not represent a function, meaning they need to fail the vertical line test. So which two of these fail the vertical line test? Go through it. Alright guys, let's take a look. This one here, if I draw a vertical line, it is only touching one time. So boom.
It's dead.
Yes ma'am, does she need her things? Okay, yes ma'am. Alright. Next thing. Guys, draw a vertical line here on C. Notice it is touching here, and here. Therefore, C is one of them. It is not a function. Take a look here. Notice it only touches here and here. So it is not D. Last one, E. Draw a vertical line. It touches here, and here. So guys, therefore, my two answers are C and E. C and E. Alright, numbers. Alrighty guys, take a look at this one. Number 12. The daily cost of hiring an electrician. Sabrina. Talk about sign language today. The daily cost of hiring an electrician to work X hours on a repair project can be modeled using a linear function. My electrician charges a fixed cost of $50 plus an additional cost of $25 per hour. The electrician works a maximum of 8 hours a day per 1 day of work. What is the range? So guys, here we are looking at the range. There's going to be a video off. You can log off. But yeah, just leave it off. What is the range in my situation? So guys, what we need to do is we need to write the equation here. So we have y equals mx plus b. J, what does m stand for, sir? J, what does m stand for? Rena, what's m stand for? A slope. Jay, what does my m stand for? Slope. Slope, absolutely. Guys, in this case, it can also be thought of as a rate. What is the rate that my electrician is working? How many dollars per hour is he making? 95. 25. Guys, check it out. He charges a rate of $25 per hour, so 25x. And then, my B, in this case, B is normally what we call my y-intercept. In other words, we can also say my y-intercept is going to be the initial amounts. In order for me to schedule In order to get this electrician out to come help me, how much does it cost me? Right off the bat. $50. So it cost me $50. Guys, here is my equation. Here is my equation. So now here's the thing. What I need to do now is I need to make a table using my equation. So I have my x values over here, my y values over here. Guys, go ahead and pick up your calculators. I want you to see this. Go ahead, pick up your calculators and graph my equation. So my equation that I'm graphing is 25x plus 50. Kelton, I'm going to have you be my presenter, okay, sir? Perfect. Mr. Kelton. Kelton, did you sign in? You did? Oh, there you go. All right, go ahead, add a graph for me, sir. And the function that we are graphing is 25x plus 50. Perfect. Let's pull up our table. That's what we're trying to get to. Alrighty, now, Kelton, here's some tricky questions for you, sir. What is the least amount of hours this electrician could work? 0, absolutely. So if he works 0 hours, so find when x is 0 for me, sir. How much does it still cost me? $50. 50. What's the most amount of hours this electrician could work now? 8. Go ahead and go down to 8 for me. Find 8 on our table. And now it's going to cost me upwards of $250. Let's go back to my problem. Thank you, Kelton. Let me get you a Jolly Rancher in a moment. Now, guys, what we're looking for is we're looking at the range of my situation. Jasmine, if we're talking about range, are we talking about x's or y's? Jasmine, if we're talking about range, x's or y's? Y's, good. Guys, if we're talking about our y's, we can get rid of A, we can get rid of B. And our y values are these values on the right. So which one has the correct values between 50 and 250? C.
I didn't say you were right.
Alright guys, number 13, I want you all to get some practice. We did this on Delta Math as well. Given our function, what is the value of f of negative 5? Guys, remember, use your calculator. We're going to store negative 5 as x, and then type in your function. Guys, go ahead. Get some practice. I want you to remember how to do this tomorrow. Remember that story. Alright guys, I'll give you a couple seconds to do this. All right, guys, check yourself. Trey, what'd you get? What'd you get? Negative 200 is correct.
No, that's good.
This one. Guys, we are looking for the value of negative 3, f of 3. Guys, this one, again, was on our Delta Math. I need you guys to figure out how to do this one. I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute, try this one on your own. If you're not sure, raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Oh, it's kind of 0. Really?
So guys, for this one, it's asking us when x is 3. What's my y value?
Whoa.
Guys, there's nothing to do on your calculator here. It's just analyzing my graph. It's just analyzing my graph. Let me go ahead and refresh those brains real fast. Here it's asking us, what is the value f of 3? In this case, it's saying when x equals 3, what does y equal? That's what we're looking for. Well, here, x is 3 right here. And then how many up do I have to go? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there is my point that I'm looking at. So when x is 3, y is 4. So guys, that is my answer. P. Alright, let's keep going, let's keep going. Guys, this one here, the graph of a linear function shown on the grid. Guys, this one is exactly like number 10. I do want to kind of show you guys what this is going to look like. Guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and write down letter C for me. Write down letter C. No. I just. Oh. No, she's here now. Yeah, sorry, that was my fault. She did tell me that she was leaving this. She did tell me that she was leaving this class. Gotcha. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I do. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Tane, how are you doing? Your dad's here now. I was waiting for the call for them to come check you out, and I was like, okay. Alrighty, guys. Hey, for this one here. Guys, we have this -3. We have this -3. I need to get the 3 to the other side, so I'll add 3. I'll add 3 to both sides. That goes away, and guys, if you graph this, your graph will match this piece right here. That's all I want to waste time on this one here. Guys, let's take a look at this one. Researchers are conducting an experiment about the burning rate of a new flame-resistant material. My material has an original length of 300 feet. So there, 300 feet. Now, it's set on fire and it is burning away at a rate of 0.05. Guys, in this case, it is being subtracted 0.05 per day, where X represents days. So we have an initial length of 300. We are subtracting 0.05 from it. Gives me A. Number 17, guys, this is kind of a throwback question. So again, we have to jump in, save some babies. Jump in over here, save some more babies. So we have 4 times 0.5. That's going to give me 2x plus 4 is equal to 2x. A quarter of 12 is going to be, I think, 3. Minus a quarter of 16 is 4x. And guys, we would just solve this kind of the same way we normally would. Last question, number 18. Guys, don't worry about the answers on those. I just want to get you started. So if you do want to work that out on your own, you're more than welcome to. Now, last question. Guys, go ahead and write this one down. I do actually want to go over this one here. So write this one down on your scratch sheet of paper for me. No, you keep it. So guys, write this one down on your scratch sheet of paper. So we have 3x minus 4y equals 7. Sorry, Haley, hang on, sit down. Guys, we need to solve this for y, which means I need to get 3x over to the other side. This is going to give me negative 4y minus 3x plus 7. And now there's one more step I need to do, and that's divide everything by 4 and by 4 and by 4. Those 4s will go away. Guys, I'm left with y equals. And this answer choice is C. Let's put C. Guys, this video will be on Google Classroom for you. At this time, keep your notes. The only thing I need you to put away from me today is your calculator. If you want more practice, I do have a paper copy of my review. If you would like more practice, I can give you one. 16, 17? 17 we can do. All right. Yes, reviews. Don't worry about it. All right, guys. Hey, do you like a paper copy of your review? Guys, keep your notes. Yeah, there's a video online.
I have to